And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Ken Walker, 74 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, Rodgers. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had done that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. That's Jaylen Warren getting his first carry. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Up the middle, here's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3. That just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Mahomes going to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. Here's Walker.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes the big test. 4th and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Rashee Rice, 45 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-0.
Steelers, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
At the 40-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Rodgers again now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. A handoff for Warren.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now a 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Warren.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but Jalen Warren, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21, Steelers 7. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Mahomes now to throw. Going for the deep ball. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively. But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Rodgers now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Rodgers wants to change the look. On the run, it's Dowdle.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
10 more there and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They run again with Dowdle.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try it for some bigger yardage.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the counter, it's Smith. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They go play fake. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Brashard Smith from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Chiefs 28.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Running free at the 45.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Now Rodgers going to shift him around.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Rodgers going to throw.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly